When you're ready.
Okay. Paula?
Okay, Paula, what brought you to this meeting tonight?
I saw what happened to Rebekah Massie. I really did not like what I saw happen. And I kind of went through and read over like the policies. I don't like the words that I saw. Right afterwards, the guy that was going to become the mayor had posted something on Facebook, and he said, oh, he's going to take that stuff out of the policy, but he's going to leave he was going to leave the profanity in there. And I was like, no. So I wrote him a message and I said, no, I responded, that's not going to work. You need to take that out. Never heard anything.
Right.
And so I'm like, okay, they need to be told,
Yes.
because that's just not right.
And I'm glad you did tell them. What did you hope convey it?
That even though this may not seem very important to them, they could, let's face it, most government people, do they really care about the Constitution, the First Amendment, the Second? They don't care. But they should care. We were at the meeting and the one guy swore his oath to it right at the meeting.
Right.
You need to care, and sometimes they need to be forced to care and sometimes convinced to care. And so hopefully that's what they're hearing.
Right. Do you think the council was listening when you talked?
I think they were. I wasn't enough. I'm still a little nervous. This is my first time ever. So I wasn't like putting names to faces, but I was trying to like read and then speak and make eye contact.
Yes.
And I did see a fair number of them making good eye contact.
Okay.
And so they were definitely not, reading and off and la la land. And they were at least listening. Whether they will make a change, I don't know. If they don't, well, I'll just have to go back.
Right. And then you were saying, this is not my questions, but you were saying a little bit about the First Amendment, and I saw one gentleman, I know your back was towards him, but I tried to get it on camera and I kind of stopped saying it, but you were saying some stuff about the profanity, and he was shaking his head no, and then you said, what was it? You said that there could be ways to make change. And then he started shaking his head, yes.
Okay.
But I don't think his change that he was going with was trying to even convey anything. And that was what I got off it, because he was shaking his head.
Here's the thing. Over Christmas vacation, I had a member of my family. I literally talked to them for 2 hours straight. 2 hours. He was very, very anti, and I'm trying to remember what it was, but it was something to do with civil rights.
Civil rights, okay.
He was against it. I admit he's been brainwashed, but we went back and I talked and I asked questions, and he brought up complaints, and I answered him. I gave examples, and it took an hour and a half. Seemed like forever, but guess what? Not only was he actually said, okay, I see your point. I convinced him, and then the next day I heard him telling it to his wife.
So he just spread it on,
okay.
Which is good.
And some people, it takes more time. 3 minutes, that's not enough time to really convince anybody of anything, but at least plant some seeds, get them thinking.
Right. Spread the word.
Spread the word.
Well, thank you very much.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.